call you the Mastodon? Is it something that you go by all the time?
Is that what we're going to call you on this show?
The Mastodon?
We're going to call you the Mastodon? Master Dave?
The mighty Master Dave.
Because you're a huge, gigantic piece of shit? Is that why we're going to call you
Wow,
that?
that's hateful and unnecessary, but...
Getting this started off on a good level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Everything is going on.
Is everybody's heads clear from last week?
Yes.
Everybody's headaches gone away?
2 days ago. 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
Last week,
Yes.
in podcast terms.
This water bottle is my favorite water bottle.
Well, that was last week in alcohol time, which is just a couple days ago. It's in real time.
It's true. This is true.
Yep. I don't think my head ever fully recovered, so.
I don't remember any of the podcasts last week, ladies and gentlemen, so I still have yet to hear it. So I'm excited. I'll be one of you guys for that one.
You'll be your own audience for your own show.
He didn't recognize his own apartment either.
No, he did not. We may have had something to do with that. And there may be a bonus cast coming out, and you'll find out more about that.
Yep.
A little bit of marketing out of the way.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Last week we had a good time with our buddy Dave here. We got a little shit-faced Saturday night, did a podcast.
Just a little.
Well, I got shit-faced. Ryan got poo-faced, and you got whiz-faced.
He got diarrhea face. He got diarrhea mouth, if you listen to the last cast. So.
Probably.
Yeah.
And before that, I almost ripped your tooth out. So,
well, you didn't rip out. You just...
You tried to smash.
You almost idioted it out.
Yes, we showed up randomly at Dave's house because we were in the area, and Dave opens the door and Ryan starts acting all crazy.
Oh no! We gotta set it up. What actually happened?
All right, we'll set it up. And anyone got any stories this week? Oh, you have one? Go for it.
No. We talked about doing that. We were in the area, and we needed to go to Dave's because we've been trying to get some items back from a friend to continue with the project. So we're on the way to Dave's and we're cracking jokes. You know, we should walk up
that
there.
friend shall not be named Fate Nerdnan.
Hurdy. But
Franz Ferdinand.
I was making jokes like, hey, we should go up there and act all mafia-like. You know, like, yeah, you got the shit. You know, meaning the hard drive and my guitar and whatnot. So we go up there and I cover the people to his door. I start banging violently
with his dick.
With my dick, yes. I start banging violently on the door. I cover the people.
And I immediately knew who it was because I only know one person that's much of an asshole.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's my calling card, one of many. And he opens up the door in his...
my whitey tighties.
In your
the same ones that he had in his shit story a couple weeks ago. I found those. And it was very expensive. Had to get them off eBay, but I did find them.
Yeah,
and I've been wearing them. The shit-stained whitey tighties.
We caught him in his negligee. And I opened the door.
Did you just shit in your whitey tighties?
No.
And, come on, really? Oh my God.
What's happening?
Your phone is going crazy. How professional we are.
So he opens up the door, and I don't know. You seemed a little... Okay, it's possessed by Satan.
Turn it off!
I don't know what's making that noise. Close everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the couple weeks ago, he still does not know how to work his device.
No. So he opens the door, and you acted a little bit like you're unsure who it was, and he's hiding behind the door.
Well, I was hiding behind the door because I was in whitey tighties.
I don't believe that.
I mean, you only had your ass out in a public playground for about a day and a half of movie
There's
shooting,
a story behind that. Please do not assume it is what it sounds like.
That's exactly what it sounds like. This was 2 separate occasions.
Face down, ass up on the playground. That's how we make our money.
So anyways, Dave opens up the door, and we're all like, yeah, where's the stuff? You know, we got the stuff. You got your stuff? And I don't remember what you said or not, but I got really into character. I go ahead and bang the door. The door ends up knocking him in the tooth. Because, you know, we should always stand with our teeth directly behind the door. And
always. Lesson learned.
Immediately he replies, oh God, oh fuck. Closes the door. We're just standing there. I'm thinking,
Ryan gave me that look like, oh
fuck,
I think I killed him.
I think I fucked up. He comes back, opens the door, holding his tooth going, oh, my tooth. I'm like, you okay there, mate?
It's funny. There's a lot of Dave, and you hit his tooth. I mean,
yeah.
You know, you couldn't have hit his arm or his leg. There's so much
penis.
to hit.
Thanks for hitting me in the mouth and then saying I'm fat just now. I mean, that's
not what I meant, you asshole.
So anyway, he closes the door. Or no, he goes in the bathroom. I awkwardly shut the door, and we stay outside of his apartment because I'm like, I don't think it's appropriate. I'm in his home right now. Eventually, he comes back in. I try to give him a hug, and he's like, no, you stay over there. And
And
I
he
like
walked-
the rest of me, thank you.
stop helping. But no, I asked him today, finally, after about a week, and he's fine.
He finally got the courage to ask him how he was.
exactly.
My tooth stopped swinging like a pendulum. And
Did it anchor in a little bit?
it's all good now.
Yep.
Good.
Until next time.
Oh boy.
It was a good day. I love you.
Well, we tried to get rid of him, everybody. We tried, but he keeps coming back. And God, episode 13. So you know what this means? You know what death means? This show's
The
gonna be
luckiest episode yet.
no, it's gonna be full of.
be so super duper. I can't wait.
No,
Episode
it's gonna-
13. Woohoo!
Was
gonna
that Adrian Peterson?
It was making an appearance.
Maybe it was. Was it? Yeah, sure.
I think
Yeah.
episode number 28 will be called Adrian Peterson because he's
Maybe.
number 28.
We're killing it. We're killing the joke. We're killing the joke.
Okay.
Assuming
we'll
that-
cut that out.
Assuming that everyone listening, or this is not their first time listening.
Just so you know, we always promise we'll cut stuff out. Never gets cut out. You got to deal with the same horrible shit every week.
We don't know what post production really is. We just upload it and kind of stare at the wind.
I just hit.
Post production's just Ryan
Yeah.
just saying fuck it.
Yeah, it's me sitting here getting drunk, watching my dog shit on the floor.
Ryan, how's post production? Well, fuck it. All right, upload it.
Yep, that's pretty much exactly how it goes. So, episode 13, it's gonna be unlucky. I'm sure there's gonna be all kinds of audio issues. I'm sure I'll try to export it, and then I'll lose the entire show, and we'll just skip to 14.
So we should just stop right now. You're saying?
Pretty much.
Okay.
We'll just put this up and say we lost the rest, and then we can just go hang out and get drunk.
And if you remember from a couple weeks ago, the shit story, no one exports quite like Ryan does.
That's true.
I
well-
like to export on standard ruled college paper.
As long as you keep importing me, I'm fine.
Episode 13. Cheers. May we all survive
yes,
it.
water to beer to moonshine. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit here, and we're gonna go right on to news.
Guys, don't freak out. But I'm going to be doing the news this week.
Yeah. And guess what? Quiz Shots is back. Last week we were all just too far
There
gone.
was no point in doing shots last week.
No, we've had enough.
We already
And,
shot to hell, so
You guys got some of the greatest content you'll ever get on this podcast. So
it's all down here. Wait.
how many shots
Just
does
go
he
home.
have?
Just go home. Just go home.
It's all downhill. It's all
down.
down here from Hill.
I can't even fucking talk tonight.
All right, Dave. Let's give him his intro. Nickelodeon. Wait, I'm not used to doing this, so.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David D'Arienzo with the Only in Florida News.
All right.
Is it the only Florida news? Or
Yeah.
the
No,
only-
I think we're doing only in Florida news. Period.
Well, no, I got one story that's from not in Florida.
All right,
but
well, we got a couple
three out of the
only in Floridas.
4 this week, 75% are only in Florida.
Well, golly gee, Farmer Ned.
This first story here
What
is
do we
called.
got here?
This first story here is called Ku Klux Cop.
I like it already.
Is that like the sequel to Kindergarten Cop?
It is, yes, starring Arnold and his illegitimate children.
Everybody, women and children here. Everyone of color, come here.
Maria, I crush you like a cracker over soup.
I kill you with boxing gloves, but I lace them with cotton to soften the blow.
I'm coming everywhere. I'm coming on everything, coming in all of my housemates.
I see the whites of the eyes. I'm coming.
All right, so this happened in Fruitland Park, which is like a suburb of Lakeland, I guess.
Okay.
Of course it is.
The ex-wife
Sounds
of
very colorful.
the ex-wife of a police
See what I did
officer who left the department after a report tied him to the Ku Klux Klan told investigators that the couple joined the group as part of an undercover operation,
I don't believe him.
according to a report released Tuesday by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Anne Hunnewell said that she and her ex-husband, George Hunnewell, joined the KKK in 2008 at the request of then police chief Mark Ism.
His name rhymes with
Don't have a
Jason.
Markism when you talk to Mark
We're gonna
Ism.
go into we're sneaking that KKK. We're gonna do an infiltration.
She said they were trying to find
know what
out
that
if
means.
another officer was a KKK member. So a lot of good stuff going on with the Lakeland Police
Yeah,
Department. Do
sounds-
not get pulled over there.
And you and me.
Especially
no
if-
matter
if you
how
are
we
the
toss
colored
the
variety.
dice,
Especially
we
if
have
you
to
are
be.
of the darker folk.
So happy together.
No one answered. The phone numbers listed for Ism.
KKK together.
Nice.
Officer
Very
Hunnewell
quick song,
said
I
that
think.
she and her ex-husband were investigating and later later resigned. Anne Hunnewell was a secretary for the police department before leaving in 2010. A phone number for Borst, who was the officer that they were trying to find out if he was in the KKK, has left the station.
So it sounds to me like the Lakeland Police Department definitely has their priorities in order.
And also, the KKK still exists.
Yeah.
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 Was he one of the village people?
Yes.
Yeah, the doctor, the amputee,
The Indian.
the Indian, the butcher, the KKK,
The Redskin. Hey, let's be PC
Yes,
here.
yes.
the engine.
The Washington Redskin.
Yes.
Well, good thing Lakeland is quite a few miles from
They're
here.
really
and-
coming up. KKK, they're already up to 100 years ago. Now we just got to get that other 100 in there.
Yeah, once we have that centennial celebration, everyone's gonna just lighten up.
Right, right. I mean,
You know what? That's
I think
Once they get
Just-
electricity, I think they'll really come
you know
into
what?
their own.
I think just for shits and giggles,
motorized carts.
the Washington Redskins should go ahead and just change their name to the Washington Klan, and just then we can argue about that too. How's that sound?
That's like stepping into a burning fire, if you ask me.
I didn't say Ku Klux.
Weren't
I
the
just said
Saints
Klan.
the Klan before?
I don't know.
This is Clash of Clans. Specify.
really-
you're gonna
I
get
really
yourself in
don't-
hot water, my
I
friend.
really don't like that team. So
So the cop claims, the cop and his wife.
The cop and his wife claims that they only joined the KKK because they were trying to find out if somebody else did.
Oh,
So
okay.
typically when you go undercover, you always involve your partner,
right.
your bestowed wife.
Well, you
That's
gotta
good.
make it. You gotta make it look legit.
I think it would have been really funny if one of the cops that joined undercover was
black.
black.
Hey man,
What's that movie?
I share the same values as you, man.
What's that movie where one of the black guys is one of the KKK members?
I don't know.
Is
But
that Oh Brother, We're Out There?
I don't know, but that reminds me of you guys ever watched
It
the
was a
Chappelle
skip
show?
from the Chappelle show.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
guy-
yeah,
Black
yeah.
power.
He was,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
blind,
that's it,
so he never
yeah,
knew he
yeah,
was black,
yeah.
and his wife never told him.
Yeah.
At the end, they finally tell him, and his wife, the chick he was married to in the skit, was white. And they say at the end, he divorced her because she was a
Nigger
lover.
We could say it. It's
Yeah.
a quote, okay?
It's true. Yeah.
He was.
All right.
He was
Black power.
why do you sound like
show.
a dying hog when you say that?
Affleck.
Hey, he got fired for the same thing.
Yeah.
It's true. It's
All
right.
true.
What else we got? All
All right, we got Pastor Pete and his meat. This happened in
Shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
This happened in Eustis, of course. Eustis police arrested a man they said admitted trying to have sex with 3 women staying at the homeless shelter he ran.
No, wait a minute.
The
I
helmet
know-
shelter?
I know lots of guys trying to have sex with women. What's
What's the big deal?
yeah.
Well,
I mean-
the women at homeless shelters are really high class. You're not supposed to fuck them.
They're not hookers or anything.
Pedro Custodio.
Is that on a plaque when you walk in?
Yeah, it's rule number 1.
Pedro Custodio, who I think would be hilarious if he worked as a janitor at
Yes.
school.
Rule number 1, hands off my cornbread. Rule number 2, don't try to fuck me.
Hey, Mr. Custodio, what do you do for a living?
I'm the custodian.
Shit. Known as Pastor Pete, was arrested Tuesday.
Is that like Pompeii piece?
I like how he's got a Spanish name, but he tries to all Americanize himself by calling himself Pastor Pete. It's great. Your name's fucking Pastor Ped. Oh, file.
Though
Yeah.
they were fully grown women, okay?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They were just homeless.
Okay.
Custodio owns
So
and
they're not very
operates.
grown up then.
Custodio owns and operates Our Father's House of Refugee Ministries. In May, a former resident.
Stepfathers.
In May, a former resident told police that she was sexually attacked by Custodio. During an investigation, police said 2 other women claimed Custodio tried to gain their trust and then coerced them to have sex.
You know what would really suck here?
Police said
That's a big
Custodio
word.
claimed the sexual encounters were all consensual. I don't know
Oh.
what's worse. Saying, having women claim that you sexually, assaulted them, or if homeless women, you were trying to convince police that you were willingly having sex with homeless women.
I don't know. Check your sources, man. You sure that's not custodian? I mean, that'd be, how fucked would that be if it's the custodian? This poor guy gets hit with it.
Oh.
Hey man, I ain't never seen these bitches before. I ain't never seen them before.
That would.
Fucking-
I mean, that sounds legit.
That's
We
deep,
need to
man.
research.
That's-
that.
Pedro Juan Juarez Salves or whatever sitting in the corner going,
Yeah.
it was me. It was me.
It was me all along.
I'm a bathroom
motherfucker. Ha, ha. I skeet on floor, mop it up. Ha, yes.
I felt fast. I'm the layout Eva.
I have question mark at beginning and end of sentence.
One of them is upside down.
innocent. One of them is upside down. I innocent. Me and my many wives. I mean wife.
Telemundo.
Oh no.
Upside down
Adios
exclamation
mío.
Ay, caramba. All right, that's enough racism.
Yeah.
This next
Cut
one
that
I
out.
heard on the way. On the
We'll
way
cut that out post production.
Did you just punch me in the arm?
I think so. I had an itch.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't, and you punched me in the goddamn arm.
Well, you just didn't know it.
This one I heard on the radio today. This one got me kind of excited. This is kind of relevant to you because this is only blocks away.
All right.
This
I'm
one's
intrigued.
called
Blocks
Ski-
away from my house or from the docks.
for the blocks away of here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
So this is called Skeet People's Park.
Ah.
Are you
yes.
familiar with
I
Fleet
know where
People's
Fleet
Park?
People's
Have
Park
you
is.
heard
The
about
dog
this?
park. Maybe. What is it?
Okay.
What do
All
you
right. So accusations that a well-known Winter Park man sexually abused children prompted city leaders to remove his name from a popular park.
Oh, no shit.
Fleet Peoples Park was named in honor of Fleetwood Peoples Sr. in 1985. Peoples was Rollins College's aquatics director and taught thousands of local children how to swim.
With his balls in his mouth.
Right.
How to swim. Get that right.
Yes.
But since the arrest of Peoples' 76-year-old son, Fleetwood Peoples Jr., for allegedly having child porn and molesting children, several women have come...
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Several women have come forward with accusations that Fleet Peoples Sr., his father, sexually abused them as children as well.
God.
Jeez.
On Monday, city commissioners voted to change the park's name back to its original title, Lake Baldwin Park.
Wow.
Why don't they change it? Stop fucking Children Park.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think, you know.
Why can't we just?
Why don't we? Yeah, I agree with that name.
multi-generational pedophilia.
Yes.
How can we never hear about this until after they're caught? Why can't somebody proactively?
You know, I like your name. Let's get the word out there by naming parks. Don't fuck the kids' park.
Yeah.
I mean,
all kidding aside, that shit really is fucked up.
It is fucked up. It's gross. You're 76. Keep your dick out of 16-year-old assholes. And,
well, apparently this has been going on for years.
I don't care. Keep your fucking dirty, fucking perverted, wrinkly old balls away from kids. If you know.
How did you describe it so precise?
Big Daddy.
What aren't you telling us?
Big Daddy.
Not to make a joke out of it, but I think it'd be a lot more hilarious if he was fucking dogs. Because it is a dog park.
That's right. I thought this was going. I'm like, I'm never taking Gordy and Cammy there again.
That would be beautiful.
Gordy, you want to go back to the dog park and get raped again?
We're gonna call this Lipstick Park.
Dipstick Park.
Yes.
Red Rocket Park.
All right, I got one more here. This one's not in Florida, thank God.
All right, so we're getting the fuck out of Florida.
We're getting the fuck out of Florida.
Good.
This one's called Johnny Allergy Seed.
This is a good one.
Some women are sick of their husbands. A woman named Kristen gets sick from her husband, Sean.
Nice.
Believable.
Not him exactly, just his semen.
You're not supposed to snort it, ma'am.
So it wasn't always this way for the couple whose last names.
What is this from? Tell the people I'm looking at.
This is from a show called Sex Sent Me to the ER, airing on Saturdays.
Yeah.
On TLC.
Have you heard of that show? It's literally like people that
do stupid shit in bed. But this is nothing stupid. This is just.
This is just.
Hey, this is something terrible.
No
we got Jenna Jameson and George Clooney in together, and we're gonna make a hit show here.
Yeah.
So after their son's birth, Kristen developed a ton of allergies, which happens to some women.
Yeah.
One of those was unfortunately from her husband's semen. So
dick cramps and stuff?
They had sex, and apparently she swelled up and had like an anaphylactic reaction to it.
Now was it oral sex or just? Was it just him cream pieing her and she was?
Doesn't go into that. Doesn't go into that detail.
Get the details?
Yeah, I don't think
like a pearl necklace, and she starts asphyxiating.
Yeah. Get the cum out. Get the cum out.
Well, see, here's my question. What's the appropriate amount of semen for her to react to it negatively? Is this like a goblet of semen she's guzzling, or is this like
just whatever trickles out his dick?
Yeah.
That would be really shitty. I mean, I can't imagine a worse scenario, especially for him. I mean, for her, yeah, it sucks. You go into anaphylactic shock, but for him, I mean, who's gonna swallow? That's just terrible.
Back to Baldwin Park.
Yes.
Gordy.
Gordy's sleeping.
Honey, get the peanut butter.
Rubbing on my balls.
I feel for that couple. I mean, so what's the current? I mean, what's the current diagnosis? I mean, are they working on a potential cure? Or
well, they said they can still have sex as long as they use, protection. So,
Condoms.
Which is, BS because they already had a kid, so it's hard enough keeping excitement in there. At least you should be able to run up all in her.
You know what I would do? Nope. I would find a way to keep it somewhere. My spruce juice. I don't know what you want to call it.
Okay.
Keep it somewhere, and when she acts out of line, or if she does something you don't like,
throw it on her?
Like holy water.
Oh man, I wouldn't want.
I want to watch my show.
That's a great idea for a movie. Vampires that like burn when they touch pastor semen.
No, it sounds
that's
like
seminal fluid.
It sounds like a good idea for a porno.
Uncle Ralph's seminal fluid.
We can get Pastor Pete in there.
Yeah.
Pastor Pete.
The power of cock compels you.
We'll call him.
He's Spanish.
We'll call him Master Pete.
The power of cock compels you.
El Cristo.
We'll call him Master Pete.
For Jesus.
Instead of Master
Pastor Pete.
Master Pete.
Get on your side of the bed.
We'll call him. We'll name him Pete Bait. So it'll be Master Pete Bait.
Master Pete.
I'll start working on the script right away.
Sounds like a really bad '90s white rapper.
My name is Master Pete Bait. Yo.
All right.
Well,
Never again.
So
never again.
that's it for news.
That's it
That's
for
all we
news.
got.
That's all I
That's
got. That's all I
That's
got.
all we got.
That's enough.
All right. Well, wasn't there a story going around about a couple that like had sex on a roof on like Chipotle or something?
Yeah, should have been on Moe's. They would have been much nicer about it. Moe's is
Yeah.
much better than Chipotle.
And they have
Yeah.
queso. That
And they have
delicious,
queso.
delicious
And
queso.
free queso on Mondays.
Are
Fucking
you serious?
Moe's Monday.
I didn't know the queso was
It's
free.
Mo Monday.
Mo
No.
Monday.
Get it right. But,
Everyone
yeah,
go to Moe's and say that we told you that they give out free queso
so
on
that
Monday.
they will send us monies.
Yep.
And we can keep doing
And
it.
for the 30th customer, you get to have sex on the roof for free.
Yes.
Regardless of what they say, listen to us.
Right, just listen to us. We are what matters.
Just
here.
don't fuck on top of Chipotle or
This
or
is-
Yeah,
Qdoba.
because-
Qdoba especially. Qdoba's even worse than Chipotle.
If you
in that
fuck on
regard.
the roof of Chipotle, the sex might be as bland as the food.
Yeah.
Boom.
This has been a public service announcement by your mom.
Welcome back to NPR. I'm Ryan.
Please donate and become a sustaining member. Otherwise, we'll not let you see Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood anymore.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And for every $10 you so graciously donate, we will insert another small finger into my anus.
Subscribe and send your monies to NPR. We'll bring back Candid Corner. That is all. What the fuck? Oh my god.
But no, if you have sex on top of Qdoba, they want in. So
Yeah.
That's true. Why do you think the meat's so good there?
that's why the Q's in the title.
If
True.
you have sex on the roof of Tijuana Flats, I might smack your ass and call you Sally.
It's true.
As long as it's on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tijuana,
What about Wednesday?
Tijuana,
Tijuana
2's
Tuesdays, they give it all their tacos are free.
Fuck. Yep. Tijuana 2's fuck is actually the new
You heard
name.
it here first, people.
Yep. So after you listen to the Waste of Time with Ryan podcast, go into Tijuana Flats and say, I heard on Waste of Time with Ryan, free tacos today if we mention Waste of Time with Ryan. And
Also, go into any 7-Eleven or Walmart bathroom, you get a free room job.
Yes.
And that's regardless of the day or the hour.
well, at 7-Eleven, make sure it's between 7 and 11.
no,
Walmart.
I'm pretty sure it's a constant thing there. It's
Oh.
Well, Wawa's better because they have a glory hole.
Yeah.
glory hole,
Yeah.
glory hole, glory hole.
Do you guys
glory
know?
hole.
Do you guys know what an upper decker is?
That's when you shit in the tank.
Have
Yes.
you ever done that before?
I've done that many
Are
times.
you
I
serious?
have not.
I got one of my middle school expilations was from an upper decker that was topped off by
How did you not break the toilet?
by an M80 that blew it up.
Oh, so you blew the shit out of the tank.
Blew the shit out of the tank.
Oh,
I can
man.
see that conversation with his mom. So David, I spoke with your principal, and he wants me to sit down with you and
Tell you to stop blowing the
well,
shit out
son,
of the tank.
I want you to tell me how you fucked up so bad.
Except my mom was an alcoholic. None of that
But
was
she was like,
legible.
what the fuck?
Go to your room.
How many?
You're not
Give
supposed
me
to
another
shit
shot of fucking rum.
You're supposed to shit in the first. Give me mommy cigarettes.
Where's your father? He ran away years ago.
Hey, Dad.
That was Candy Corner.
Yeah, that was Candy Corner. That's it.
That's as
it.
close
So-
as we're gonna
all
get.
right, so we're 2 segments down.
That's good. That's
All right.
good. That's good. Well, mates, anything else new or exciting or?
You know, this Tuesday hasn't been quite as shitty as normal Tuesdays, so I guess that's a good thing.
Last Tuesday was pretty good for me.
Last Tuesday was pretty good.
Yeah. You know, I never had a problem with Tuesdays ever.
Have we discussed this in the show? I don't think so.
I don't, until this fucker mentioned to me about a month ago.
This fucker right here.
Yeah, Tuesdays
This
suck.
one.
Tuesdays suck because at least Monday you come back and you see everyone, and then Tuesday it's still early in a week and it's not even hump day.
I'm like, whatever. No,
Is that what I sound like?
yeah.
Fuck,
And,
I hate my voice.
That Tuesday, I didn't have a bad day, but that's all I could think about all day. I'm sitting at work. I'm like, fuck, he's right.
Yeah.
You know, at least yesterday, you know, you expect Monday to be shitty and it's the first day, but at least you see everybody and you can talk about your bullshit weekend.
Yeah.
And Wednesday, you come in, it's like, yeah, it's hump day, it's halfway. Yeah, Tuesday, I'm like, fuck him. All I could think about all day was, yeah, this sucks, it's Tuesday. And you know what? Last couple Tuesdays and today was pretty good because
yeah.
I stopped thinking like that. But
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I got in your head, man.
Fucking laid that
You got in your
seed
head.
and fucking.
It's funny. I've talked to a couple people down at the docks, and they agree. They're like, yeah, you know, come to think of it, Tuesdays are kind of
That's
the worst.
pest-
I think that's only because
thinking.
you were there. I think you're just such a shitty, downtrodden,
Yeah.
melancholy person. You're
I
just
just
like
fucking
spreading
rub
it to
off
other
on
people.
people.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can't be like that, man.
I don't even have a fucking Monday really, because I only ever work 2 days at a time. Every
That's
2
true.
days is a Friday. Now I'm gonna be fucking depressed when I'm going in there.
Yeah,
It's
you
all
can only
good.
produce so much seminal fluid. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some chicks are allergic to it.
Yeah. So you gotta be careful where you spew it. You
Can't
don't
even come indiscriminately on people.
I know.
No.
Bullshit.
'Cause-
Fucking Obama.
Yeah. Obama.
We are an abomination.
Yeah, we turned into a fucking abomination.
Fucking VA clinic telling me I could come on everyone I wanted.
Oh, I got a good story. My friend at the dock showed me someone's Instagram who had a foot fetish, and it was literally like pictures and videos of this guy sucking on feet, and it was one of the most disturbing things I've seen in quite a while. And I looked at her and I turned around and I just said, you know what? I give up on the goddamn human race.
Yep, that's right. Ryan
So-
looked at this picture and he was disgusted for 17 minutes.
18.
18 minutes,
Actually.
excuse me.
I think that was my site.
Yeah.
Was it yours? I
Might
mean,
have been.
it did say Big Fat Man D'Arienzo at 39 at .com.
Dave's
So-
feet's for fuck, huh?
Yes. Well, I mean, they made me take my last site down, nakedlittleboys.com.
Fucking mail order Russian brides. I come show you feet. I show you many sex and cut off feet.
The Soviet Russia feet suck you.
And Soviet feet. Foot gives you athletes.
Foot gives you athletes.
They have broken English.
Watch out.
She's fine. Cammy, you want to say hi? You want to say hi?
Good luck getting her to say
You
anything.
want to say hi? Say hi.
Ay, caramba.
Say hi. Go to your room.
Miguel Taco Bell.
Go to your room, Cammy.
What a failure.
Yeah. No, she
You
said
rubbed
I
off
could-
on her, too. She's like, it's fucking Tuesday, man. Sucks.
It's fucking Tuesday. Fuck my life. I'm gonna go die in a fucking kick drum.
Not even worth barking
I'm gonna go back
about.
to my mud hut.
I don't even wanna lick my own genitals. Fuck this shit.
Fucking Tuesdays.
I hope I fucking drown in this kick drum. I hope the other dog suffocates me.
It's not even hump day yet, and I'm a dog. Every day is supposed to be
You
hump
know,
day.
it's funny.
I hope I get chiggers in my clit.
Oh my god.
My pussy maggots are really bothering me. Yeah.
And with that, I'm shutting the podcast down. That was the
Where's
most
Fuck Nuts
disgusting
the
thing.
Clown? I'm shitting evil today.
Nice. Oh man, it's funny. I let the dogs sleep in the bed, and last night for whatever reason, fucking Cammy would not lay down. She was constantly
kick her in
walking
the head?
in fucking circles. Like
I told you to
usually,
kick her in the head.
it's Gordy who doesn't stay still. Cammy wouldn't stay still yesterday, and she just walking around. And I did fucking. It was like 4 a.m. She woke me up and said, "Lay the fuck down." And she just walks around in circles like a fucking goddamn princess. She
Jackknife powerbomb.
Yep.
Yes, that might
Yep.
kill the little thing.
Suplex on a
Yeah.
picket fence.
Suplex on little chubunga
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We all gotta learn somehow.
I got a teacher.
You can only tell someone so many times before they listen.
And pain and fear are the only way to make children listen. That's how I
Exactly.
learned
Yeah,
everything
that's true
I know.
because you know what? If you don't make the children and you don't put the children in line, they will forever be out of line.
Yeah.
Parenting
You know what?
tip of the day from Wasted Time with Ryan.
Gotta, follow orders and listen, or else we're gonna fucking knock teeth out. That's how we
Yes.
roll.
Well, stay away. If Ryan ever comes to your door, back the fuck up and just tell him to come in on his own.
Would you
accord.
like to buy some cookies?
Would you like to buy some sausages?
If you don't do it right, you know he's going to rape your children. And then
Sausages,
they'll name a park after
sausages.
him.
That's true.
Mr. Fleet Peoples. You know, I didn't realize that was a guy's name. I was just like Fleet Peoples Park, but then I didn't realize Peoples.
The
was spelled
People's
Peep.
Court. Dun dun dun
Dun dun dun dun
dun dun dun dun.
Anywho, who wants to answer some trivia?
Go for it, mate.
Does anyone feel like answering some questions?
I'll take the
tonight?
last question.
I'll
You'll
take
take
the,
the
I'll
last
take the
one?
I mean,
first question.
I'll deliver the last question.
Okay,
Oh.
all right. So I'll do 4, and you deliver, and
I'll
we'll take,
receive.
we'll take. Oh, yes, you
I'll
will.
sit here
That's
in
for
my-
after the show, though.
My gaping mouth hole and
My
whatever you can fit in
God.
there is
I think Dave just burned a hole through my seat.
that's okay.
He's already pouring a shot. He's got confidence in you, Ryan.
Yeah, make room.
All right. I just
I'm
clicked
going to
on
do
an
this
ad.
either way
I'm an
after
idiot.
we're done.
I got some musical questions today for you,
Ah,
and you'll probably get a majority of these right. So me and
Mine's
Dave-
not musical, but it's fucking awesome.
let's see. Let's see.
Here we go. No multiple choice, unless you want it.
Okay,
But I'm not gonna read multiple choice unless you ask for a lifeline.
fair enough.
Who was the top-selling artist of the 1970s according to Billboard?
That's his worst decade.
Ooh, it's either gonna be. I'm not gonna finally answer. I'm gonna guess Bee Gees, or Fleetwood Mac,
Not Fleet People's Park, Ryan.
or 70s.
Disco, disco.
Can I ask for a hint of the genre? Or was that too easy?
It's pop.
Well,
Did
actually,
we mention it earlier in the show?
We did not.
technically everything was really considered pop back then. Give me a second. Fleetwood Mac, Bee Gees, the number one of the 70s, number one
It
recorded
says
artist.
who was the top-selling album artist
album artist
of the 1970s, according to Billboard. Excuse me. You see it?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say Bee Gees.
Incorrect.
Ah.
The correct answer.
Actually, you know what? No, I mean, I'll take the incorrect. I answered. I should have asked this, but give me multiple choice.
You want multiple choice?
Yeah, and it doesn't count. I already, unless you want to give it to me. It's up to you.
Well, I'll give you multiple choice on the next one, just regardless. But it was Elton John.
Ah.
You weren't even thinking on that radar, were you? Because your gaydar wasn't working.
Than I've ever been.
Yeah. And I'm a huge Elton John fan. Didn't even think
All
about
right.
him.
And how about another question from the 70s?
Go for
This
it.
one I'll give you multiple choice. What's the only group to claim 2 of the top 10? God, Facebook notification just popped up right in front of the question, and
That's
now I
okay.
can't see it.
That's
Hang
okay.
on, hang on. Go away, Facebook. Fuck off.
He comes through
All
the night looking for a
I'll cut that
bite.
out because that cadence was so good. What's the only group to claim 2 of the top 10 best-selling singles of the 1970s? Multiple
Ooh.
choice. Was it Elton John? Was it the Bee Gees? Was it Led Zeppelin? Or was it the Beatles?
The Bee Gees.
It is the Bee Gees.
Yep,
Congratulations.
The Beatles broke up in 69 or 70.
Yep.
Um,
Something like that.
Elton John was big, but I don't think he had 2 number 1 hits.
not too
And
bad.
and
That
Zeppelin,
smells good. Cheers.
the Zeppelin are the gods of the 70s, but yeah, they would not get number 1. But yeah, Bee Gees. I'm gonna say "Staying Alive."
I don't know what the songs
There's
are.
no bonus, fuckface. Just give it up. 1.
Well, then take your penis out of my ear, please. I don't appreciate it. I'm trying to focus.
Well, after it's been in your ear, I should just fucking stick it in a blender. Unless you're
Ooh.
allergic to my semen.
All right.
That could be.
I'm going to read this question because I absolutely despise this human being when they were alive.
Okay.
And because he stole my birthday, piece of shit.
Okay.
What Michael Jackson album spawned 5 chart-topping singles? And I know multiple choice because I don't know 5
I want
Michael
to
Jackson
say
albums.
Thriller, but I have a feeling he had a bigger. Oh, it's either gonna be Thriller or Bad. No, wait, no, Bad was wait. Oh, it doesn't give a specific year, does it? Just Michael Jackson.
It says, what Michael Jackson album spawned 5 chart-topping singles? No year, no multiple choice.
Actually, no. It wasn't Thriller. It was the album before. Or was it Thriller?
I don't know. I wasn't thrilled
Beat
with any
It.
of his albums.
I-
He was referring to a young boy when he wrote that song.
You know what? That was never proven in court.
It doesn't matter. He was a rapist. He was
You
a
don't know that.
pedophile. He
You don't
was
know that. I'm not defending. I'm just saying nobody
He
knows
had
for
a
sure.
robotic nose, and the best thing that ever happened with Michael Jackson being on this earth was the South Park episode when he was Mr. Jefferson, because
I'm gonna
he
say
was ignorant.
Moonwalker was a great game on Genesis. So.
yes. I'm gonna say
Whatever.
Thriller, but I'm very confident it was not Thriller. It was the previous album, but I'm gonna say Thriller. That's the only album.
Thriller is incorrect. You said the album when you were
Bad?
deciphering. It was bad.
Was it bad?
It was bad.
The album
Wow.
was so bad, and there was nothing else to compete with it, that it had 5 chart-topping singles.
I remember being a kid watching Nick. They used to play music videos. I don't know if you remember this.
Did they really?
They did, and they used to show the Michael Jackson Bad video all the time. And then shortly after, they showed the Weird Al.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fat
And Eat It.
and Eat It. It was awesome. Yep.
All right.
Shimon.
His new one's awesome. He's making fun of Happy.
I haven't called Weird
it's
Al in a
called
while.
Tacky.
I thought you said. I
Really
thought you
funny.
said happy.
Because I'm tacky.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
God, I hate that
It has
song.
Christian Shaw from Flight of the Conchords in it.
Really?
Yes.
Nice,
And Margaret
nice.
Cho, who I haven't seen in years.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, not since Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
She dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah. Good. You know, it's funny. Going back to that happy song, Pharrell Williams, right? That's his name.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. Okay. That guy.
Farrell, fuck it.
There's this band that I like called Veil of Maya, and the guitarist from that band looks just like Pharrell. So I'm pretty sure Pharrell leads a double life.
You could.
So that would be, you know what? I would have much more respect for him if he was the same guy as the guitar player. From,
Didn't wear that hat.
Yeah. He might be. You
that
never
stupid
know.
fucking hat. Don't get me started on that stupid fucking hat. Oh, that hat pisses me off.
It's a condom.
It is.
This
That
is
hat.
Shillelagh.
That hat is a horrible person. Should be
Yeah,
ashamed of
yes,
himself.
the hat is a horrible person.
Next
question.
was 2 or 3.
My friend
This is
says
4.
that's a bit of a hike. Haha. I'll get to you later. First ever live text message on the show. Woo.
Yay.
Which just means that we're unpopular.
Next.
Yes. Okay.
Next text message or next question?
Would you like me to read some text messages?
No.
Okay. We'll go with this one. You'll probably get this right. This was easy. What Pink Floyd song was banned by the South African government after it became an anthem for black school children?
The Wall.
Duh.
Yeah.
Poor shot, Dave.
Why would you? That's like.
Because I wanted to, get your average up. No bad.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. I appreciate it. I needed it. I needed
I
it.
know you do.
Gotta let you win sometimes, man. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat today.
Yeah.
Really.
Gotta let you push the buttons
Really?
a little bit faster than me at some point.
Sometimes you have to let him win every once in a while. Sometimes you have to make him win 13 times in a row.
No, the funny thing is, though, is I was kicking her ass and still getting angry. I can, beat you 13 matches in a row, but he wins a round, I lose my fucking shit.
I bet you do because
Oh, jeez.
it's not fucking responding. I'm pushing the fucking button.
Actually, no, that was Dave. Actually, I didn't really say it. I just kind of screamed and sounded like a little bitch.
Well, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, shit, the other day we were playing rock, paper, scissors, and you punched me in the face after I beat you, so that was pretty fucked up. I
Well,
was like,
I played to win.
Rock smashes scissors.
Exactly.
I bought this guy
Fist
dinner.
smash his face.
I bought him
win.
dinner. I paid for the wine. I paid for the candles. I paid for the condoms. And then we play rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to catch
It
and who
was
gets
strip.
to pitch.
Strip, rock, paper, scissors.
Strip, rock, paper, scissors.
And you weren't stripping fast enough, so
And
I wanted
got
to
punched in the
motivate
face,
you.
And it's
And
ridiculous.
I wanted to motivate
So,
you, so
From now on, we don't talk to each other except for on this podcast.
That's
and,
fine. That's fine.
that didn't
David,
really-
will you
that
tell
didn't really
Ryan
happen.
I'm not interested in his stories anymore?
I will, and I'm pretty sure he can hear us. So
No, what? I can't hear what comes out of his mouth. What did he say?
Sorry, all I hear is dig, 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 dig.
I just
dig,
want to
dig.
know what
You wish
week.
you had a bunch
I
of
just
dick.
want to know what week I'm spending with which parent. Okay, I'm caught in the middle of this.
Shut the fuck up. You get 2 Christmases and 3 birthdays, so shut the fuck up.
You don't know what being caught in the middle is like, my friend. Caught in the middle of too much bullshit right now. So,
Stuck in the middle of you,
no.
and I just wanna blow like I don't know.
This has been boo-hoo time with
Yeah.
Ryan and Ryan.
Wasted boohoo time.
Not me. I'm good. I'm good, mate.
All right,
So-
we got one more question or 2.
Bring them on, man. Bring them on.
I've read my questions.
All
It's
right.
your turn to finish off the
My
segment,
question is, theoretically, if you had a piece of paper big enough to fold in half this many times, if you folded a paper in half 100 times, would it be A, as thick as your average house, B, as thick as the planet Earth itself, C, as thick as the solar system, or D, as thick as the observable universe?
bud. Okay, say that again. If you had a normal
If
size,
you had a piece of paper, like a normal sheet of paper,
Notebook, printer paper.
no, just one sheet of paper,
Okay.
and you fold it in half 100 times,
Okay.
would it be A, as thick as your average house, B, as thick as the planet Earth, C, as thick as the solar system, or D, as thick as the observable universe?
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
it's actually quite a cool question. I'm gonna say
I say D, the universe.
I say planet Earth.
No, it's D.
Is it really?
That's the power
observable-
of folding something in half that many
100
times.
Yep.
Wow. All right.
Think about it. You
Time
got,
and space.
fold something in half. It's doubles. So that's 2 times 2.
And every time,
Yeah, it's
It's
exponentially. It gets
4,
bigger and
16,
bigger. Yeah. I wasn't thinking
32,
exponentially.
64, 128, 256, 512,
Okay, good. What do you,
1024.
You've been playing.
You've only got 10 times.
You've been
in.
playing 2048 too much
Exactly.
on your phone, haven't you?
and potentially it can be infinite,
Yeah. Well.
just like my dick.
It's-
Oh!
Whoa! Hey, man.
And I'm quietly sobbing because I know it's not true.
Yeah,
Well, we got to do another shot.
if you fold your dick in half that many times, what happens, Ryan?
I get a free trip to the ER.
Oh, I'll take a shot.
Guys, it happened again.
I kept folding and folding, and I heard it rip.
That was a science question. I love science questions.
Yes, I like doing science too. You know, it's funny. I was talking to one of the listeners to the podcast, one of 6, and they're like, "You really don't like taking those shots during questions." I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Cause you ask him some hard ass questions." I'm like, "I like to mix it up. I like to make at least."
No, he's just stupid.
Yeah, no, he's not. I mean, sometimes he's right. I do ask hard questions because it's Sometimes it's fun to have a little bit of an educational segment. Sometimes it's fun to have little fun music questions. Sometimes it's fun to have scientific questions. Your question was brilliant today, and better than my stupid random bullshit music questions.
Is the color really green yellow, or is it yellow green?
I'm gonna go with Green Bay Packers.
I think that's going to trouble mankind for many, many generations. we'll figure out global warming before we figure that shit out.
Yeah.
And those penguins aren't getting any skinnier.
Nope. But they are fun to look at.
They are.
That's why I go to the zoo.
Ah, you flightless fucks.
Oh man! So we're 40 minutes in. And
We have a review, don't we?
we have a review.
You said you have a review. Do we have a review?
I have a review.
What are we reviewing, sir?
Nothing that any of you guys have heard. So.
Well, I'm going to be as equally dickishly obscure next week.
Okay.
Well, hey, the last couple weeks I've let you take it away, so I'm going to take it away. Today has been absolutely beautiful.
Are you reviewing today?
I know.
Is he being positive?
I'm going to be very positive.
Holy shit.
I'm going to be positive.
Shut up and let him review.
Yes. Today was a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day. Won't you be my...
And that's our show.
Won't you
Thank
be
you so
mine?
much for listening.
I
No,
always wanted a neighbor just like you.
That reminds me of the Ultimate Showdown. Did you ever see that?
No. Mr. Rogers versus
Everyone.
everyone.
Well, it's a battle. It's a battle
Rogers
between
win.
every like character on Earth, and Mr. Rogers ends up winning.
He should. With a man of his tenure in sweaters. All right.
like I've been trying to say for the past minute, today was a beautiful day in music for me. There's been an album that I've been waiting to come out for 3 years now, and it finally came out. And last night I got no sleep because No Sleep came out. I pre-ordered the album on iTunes, and I was able to download it about 11 o'clock. And stop making motions, you're distracting me. I pre-ordered the album at...
It was a pun. I was looking for a symbol there because he said No Sleep came out.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were
Can't
going
sleep.
for.
Clown will eat me. Can't sleep.
you know
Clown
what?
will eat me.
Pretend y'all didn't hear it. Last night I got no sleep because No Sleep came out. You missed, you fucking fool. Oh, man, that's what's fun about live podcasts. You fuck up, it gets recorded, and it's not getting cut out.
Whoopsies.
So, yeah, I've been waiting for this album to come out for about 3 years. Their last album, Via, is an album that I still listen to basically on a daily basis.
See what?
Just called Via.
Via what?
VIA. Just called Via.
But what's it via?
I don't get it. Mamma mia, Papa Mia.
You
It's
have
like
to
coming out with an album called In Lieu.
you have to. It's a concept album, and you have to listen to it, and you have to decipher
It's
yourself.
like that Martini Is advertisement from the 60s.
Oh, it's gonna be great, man. A new album comes out. It's called The. Everybody go purchase it or download The right away.
Have you heard of the Who?
The.
What?
Who can also be a noun.
In stores this Tuesday. The.
The.
All right, anyways.
So, I'm never gonna get this done. They released their first pre-production single called Volley or Valley or James Volley, whatever, about a young man who died in a car crash who was a close friend of the band, and that came out last year, towards the end of the year, and man, I've been rocking that song ever since. And then they released a single about 5-6 weeks ago called The Mixture. Maybe not their best song, but it's pretty heavy. It's hard hitting.
He has mixed feelings about it.
Nice. There it is. And
One try. Good job.
yes,
Ryan do good. I hit it, Daddy. Ryan do good.
it's the first song on the album, and it really it hits hard. Lyrically, it's a piece of shit, but musically, it's a really fun song. And then they released.
When are you going to start actually talking about the album that came out today?
I'm talking about it.
Okay, sorry.
They released a couple singles. To kinda
Oh,
get you
okay,
pumped.
gotcha.
Yeah, I'm talking
Pay
about the singles.
attention.
And
That's all the build up.
Via, I'm done talking about Via. I just want to mention that I listen to that all the time. Oh, I just caressed your arm. Sorry.
That was good.
They
Good for me. It was good for you.
they released
Still warm.
a single called Erased a couple weeks ago, and that showed kind of the progression of their sound.
That showed?
That showed
Okay.
the progression of their sound. It included a lot of clean vocals, which were actually in this record sung. This band is very unique. They have two screamers in the band. Sometimes bands will have two vocalists. One is the screamer, one is the clean singer. these guys came out and they had 2 vocalists. So they really have a different range and a cool mix with how they can do their vocal patterns.
I love bands with 2 screamers, which would
I
just.
I was waiting for that. And this is the first album where one of the vocalists, Mike, does a lot of the cleans. So it was really interesting to hear that. And Erased really showcases how the band has kind of progressed, and you know they're a hardcore heavy metal band, but this album really shows their progression and how a metal band can still be metal and throw in a few cleans here and there. A couple of the songs on this album have some clean vocals. Their last album had 2 songs with a couple of clean vocals. This album has 3 or 4, and they mix really well with the overall sound of the album. It's only a 10-song album, which to me is kind of disappointing. When you got to wait 3 years in between one of your favorite bands to release an album, and they only drop 10 songs, it's like, well, you know, when I saw the track list, I'm like, oh, only 10 songs. Hopefully they're all 4 to 5 minutes. The disappointing part is a lot of them are 3-minute songs, and there's 2 musical interludes that are only about a minute and a half long.
The worst of those bands that release a 5-song EP.
Yeah, like Rape Fuck.
Fuck them.
Those bastards. But no, that's really the only disappointing part is, you know, it's really like an 8-song album with 2 interludes, and that to me just kind of seems like you guys had 3 years and you could really only give me 8 real songs. That's just, and a lot of them are like 3.5 minutes. So once you really start getting into the album, it's over, and you're like, God, I could go for
There it goes.
I could go for there it is. I go for 3 or 4 more songs, but
So you're saying it's a wonderful day, but it's still not fucking good enough.
He wants an encore.
Hey,
His fucking CD.
I'm honestly reviewing it, and I think the songs that are on the album, I think they're all great. There's not one of them where I'm like, oh, I gotta skip this song. Even the interludes are kind of cool. They're kind of fun. It'd almost be better if they just came out with 8 songs and just combined the interludes with the song that comes afterwards and just made it kind of a longer song. I think that would have pissed people off a little less. But it's a great album, but you know, as giving it a fair review, you know, I'm just a little I would have liked. See, the thing is, this album runs about 34 minutes. It's kind of quick for a full length. Their last album was 50 minutes
With commercials?
without commercials.
Without ads. If you
Yes.
paid extra $2.99.
That's right. Fucking iTunes. Obama. My favorite song on the album, I gotta look it up because it's a zip code and I can't get the numbers correct. What's it called?
While you're looking, I'm gonna make out I'm gonna
You're
make
just
a
going to
good
make out
point.
with me.
I am. Get over here, big boy.
What's your point?
Yeah, I love the fact that you mentioned, 3 years go by and you only get 10 tracks. And I'm old school. What happened to the days of the Beatles, Zeppelin, Sabbath, where, you release an album and they're touring, and believe it or not, kids, another album comes out the next year.
Right.
And, an album would come out every year and a half. And now 3, 4, 5, some
Right.
bands,
And you can
6,
only
8
give me
years.
8 tracks.
Yeah, 8 years go by. And
I mean, I really feel like the interludes in there are just, fuck, we only got 8 tracks. There's some fucking spacey guitar in there real quick,
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's really. I think I was talking to you when we went to Daytona about track numbers and how I think.
That lawless shithole.
I think 10 tracks is kind of, you shouldn't have less than 10 tracks, but I think 11, 12, 13. Come on, put some effort into it.
I think it depends. I think it depends on where you're at. I think it depends on time, but
I always think quality over quantity.
that's
Yeah,
how I feel.
that was going to be my point.
I'd rather have 8 solid good songs
Or
than
5
Yeah.
really fucking
Because-
amazing songs.
yes,
the
than
songs,
14 or 15
the
mediocre
songs
with
on
fillers.
Or Sleep are really good. My favorite one, after listening to it all and pretty much listening to it over and over again all day, my favorite song is 91367, which these guys are from California, and that's a zip code in Los Angeles, where they're from. And to me, it's the heaviest song. It's the grooviest song. It really hits you hard, and you just kind of want to bounce to it. And it's a fun song. I really love the song "Erased." That's the one that really shows off their clean vocals. When that single came out, I downloaded it and pretty much played it on repeat for about a week. The song "Volley" that I mentioned, that's a really good one.
Which one's the one you cut yourself to?
Which one's the one I cut myself to? None of them. They're not an emo band, so. They actually have a love song in here, which is interesting.
That's the one.
No. But it's more of a passion song. It's called "Across the Bed."
Oh, it's about Christ?
No, God damn it, no. It's called
Fucking
Across the
Ration
Bed,
song.
and it's a song that he wrote to his girlfriend about their experiences. So that's a little bit different for a metal band, but that's a good song.
When they got the dog involved, that really changed.
If you can
everything.
involve anal, it's perfect. It's bliss.
You know, I give the album a 9 out of 10, and I would give it. I love all the songs on there. I would have given it a 10 out of 10 if maybe it had another track, or the tracks were just a little bit longer airtime here. Would have beefed it up a little bit more for me. But I love it. I love their sound. I love their progression. A lot of people get mad when a band comes out with a really good album and then their next album sounds different. They're like, but I wanted part 2 of that last album. Well, bands progress. And as humans, we should progress along with that band to, keep appreciating it. And, our sounds are going to change. Your likes are going to change. So you might...
You're going to be okay with gay marriage and
Right.
smoking weed.
Exactly.
Your underwear is gonna change.
You may not like the sound, but you should, if you like the band, you should appreciate where they go. And
You're eventually gonna accept your stepfather coming into your room to change your diaper.
it's an example. The Contortionist, right? You saw them. They had an album come out called Exoplanet, and oh my god, it was phenomenal. It was heavy, it was soft, it was beautiful, it was melodic, it was nasty, it was every adjective you could want in a progressive metal album.
Sounds like the last shit.
And
I took.
yeah, it sounds like the shit Dave just took. God, it stinks in here. And that album pretty much had anything, but it was really heavy. Lots of screams, not a whole lot of singing, but it had a little bit in there. And then they came out with their second album, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Exoplanet Part 2. I want Exoplanet Part 2. But when the album was different, everyone's like, well, this isn't the Contortionists. This isn't who they are. They progressed. They changed their sound a little bit, but it was still really, really fucking good. And Volumes hasn't gotten away from their heavy side. They've just showed that, hey, we can write, we can throw a love song in here. We can throw a little bit of a poppier song in here, but we can still be heavy and we can still be metal. And to me, that's pretty awesome. So, and I think that's kind of where we've gone with our band, Ryan. You have your idea
very
of heavy.
poppy,
Very poppy, very Michael Jackson.
very love songy.
No, what I'm trying to say is...
No, I know. I'm fucking with you.
We both have different ideas of what metal is, and we've been able to kind of combine those two ideas and make it a whole different product.
I don't think it's
Just
that we have different ideas. I think, I came from, the way I was raised, I raised growing up.
Was really poor.
Terribly.
Yes. I still have 3 of my teeth are actually mine.
Yeah.
But, no.
Well, you took that one from me last week,
true.
so...
I was raised, growing up to oldies and, unfortunately, country music. Not a big country fan.
When I took my shotgun out to the
I
bank.
fucked my sister,
There it is.
and it was good. And
Oh,
we
my
had
dog
a
went
kid
fishing with a
an
pickup
extra
truck.
chromosome.
I lost my chromosome in my jeans. But no, I grew up listening to oldies, and on my own, I kind of progressed and went through the decades and went from 50s and 60s to 70s, and eventually got into, rock and metal, and I appreciate, not only all styles, but really all genres of metal. So I don't think we have different, I don't know how you put it, but,
Well,
I mean,
you like more of an old school, really, dirty style of metal. I like more of the new school, the more progressive, the more gent, if you will, sounding.
no, it's not
metalcore
even,
type
it's not even that I
stuff.
like it more. It's that, that's, that's what I'm more accustomed to, but I love all styles. I love, the really, really fast thrash, speed metal, thrash
Yeah.
metal. I love really slow, the doom metal. I love black metal, death metal. You definitely introduced me to more of the more atmospheric and, I guess you want to call it the
I don't
gent
know, man.
style.
When I listen to music, I love getting the feels. I love the feels, man.
Absolutely.
I love the goosebumps, and I got quite a few goosebumps listening to the Volumes album, and I don't know. They're one of my favorite bands right now, and do I think it's better than their debut album? No, not 100%. Do I think it's a good album to listen to? Am I glad to have it in my collection? Fuck yeah, and I will be rocking these songs for a long time to come. God, I wish there was one more song on there, or I wish some of the songs were a little bit longer, but I feel like, they really hyped it up. Oh, we put so much effort into this. We've been working on it for 3 years, and then it's just a little bit of a letdown that there was only 8 real tracks in there. So, I'm not complaining about the quality. The songs are great.
No,
just wish
I
there
got
were
you.
more.
I'm glad that you brought up progression, though, because, I can't, I don't know shit about music, so I can't really comment
Obviously,
on
I've
that.
heard you sing, and
But
band, so.
the same idea goes for film. A lot of directors get wedged into this place where it's like, oh, this movie wasn't the next this, so it's shit.
Right.
So like, one of my favorite directors, like, Paul
This
Thomas.
is a great tie-in, by the way.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Everybody keeps watching all his movies and like, oh, that was good, but what happened? Where's the next like Boogie Nights or something like that? And it's like,
He's past that.
yeah, he's evolving.
Right.
Or like Wes Anderson. A lot of people didn't like his latest film, The Grand Budapest Hotel, because it wasn't as quirky or as whimsical as stuff like Moonrise Kingdom or Fantastic Mr. Fox or any of his previous movies. And it's like, he's growing. He's older as a person. You have to, no matter what you do when it comes to art, you have to do it from your heart.
Exactly.
And your heart changes over time, and you feel different things when you reach a certain age, and you reflect on things that you've done and things that have happened to you. And that's naturally going to change your output as far as what you put into your work. So I think you should always be open. I think you should support the artist and not necessarily the work.
Yep.
And you should take a look at, even if they change, I think you should be open to that idea that they're going to change, because you're going to be a different person if that many years have passed since their last work as well. And to expect the same thing from them means that you're not evolving as a person as they are evolving as an artist. If you just want to hear the
same thing or see the same movie over and over again, that just shows that you
that's
are
useless.
not growing. Yeah.
You can't get anything from it.
I love Exoplanet from The Contortionist, but I don't want to hear that album I don't want to hear that for the next 10 years. I want to hear elements of it, and I want to hear parts of it, mixed in with new things.
And if you do want to hear it, you just go back and listen to it again.
Exoplanet, right?
Exactly.
And speaking of The Contortionist, they have a new album coming out in September, and they released their first single today. And I got into work ready to fucking plug into my volumes and listen to that on repeat all day. And then I saw The Contortionist had a single, and I'm like, oh my god, I think my brain is going to explode with music jizz. And
he killed everyone that was allergic to semen in that whole building.
I did.
Death by Jism.
The Contortionists have a new singer, the old guy from Last Chance to Reason. And I see them, they progress with their next record to more singing, more melodic type stuff, a little bit chiller, not as heavy. And I think their next album is going to be more progression towards that, more of the, not like emo singing, but softer, more atmospheric, more progressive versus just straight up fucking heavy in your face, I'm going to kill your family type metal. So it's going to be interesting. The song it only had like one section of screams. So it's going to be real interesting to see what they do with the rest of the album. So I can't wait. That'll probably be my next album review in about 2 months. So one last point with the Volumes record. As I mentioned, they do a lot of singing in this one, which is kind of different. I read an interview with their singer, Mike Barr, and he's like, when we first started the band, we're like no singing, all screams. And he mentioned, he's like, I've been singing all my life. And as they've progressed as a band, Mike's like, I kind of wanted to be able to show off my vocal range, and hey, I can scream, I can sing, and that's why they've kind of had more to the singing. So if you like metal, check it out. If you like gent, definitely check it out. If you like some singing, some softer stuff, there's some stuff in there for you. It's kind of all-encompassing, and I think y'all enjoy it. And please do not break my dog.
I give the album a 10, and I give your review of the album a 3. You're just not fucking pleasable.
Okay, well, I love the album, and I gave it
What
a
do you
9,
give the
so
album?
I'm pleased.
I haven't heard it, so 0. I can't give it a fair. Well, not really
I
a
didn't
0.
hear it either. I gave it a 10.
I've showed you The Mixture, and I've showed you Valley.
That's not the full album, though. That's not. You can't judge a full album based on 1 or 2 tracks. I've heard singles or tracks be released for albums, and I didn't like it. But when you hear it in the context of the whole album, you know what? It's
appreciate
fucking
it,
awesome.
yeah.
I've heard singles on Craigslist. All they want to do is
Well, hopefully-
casual sex. None of them are looking for concrete relationships.
Yeah.
None of them look clean.
You can't deal with that.
No.
Yep.
The pictures are
They all
always
have the
fake,
herb.
and whenever you email them, they just give you a bunch of spam.
And why are they all
Yeah.
she-males? I don't get that.
I don't know.
Why do they all have dicks?
But sometimes I've heard singles or tracks get released that are really good, and I hear the rest of the album like it's crap. It just I agree with everything Dave said. You can't expect a real artist or a true artist to repeat themselves all the time. I listen to a lot of bands that you know what to expect. For the most part they're gonna stay that fine line, and that's fine. That's their style. That's where they're comfortable. If they're being honest and that's what they want to do, then great. But I love artists that grow and evolve over time, and you can go through their catalog starting from their first release to their newest, and you see that growth. And you know what? If you don't like it all, if you don't appreciate it all, that's fine. Then listen to what you like. But at the end of the day, you have to respect the artist that is being honest, and they're not doing. To me,
They're
a
not
real
doing this
artist.
for you. They're doing this for them.
Exactly.
Right.
They're doing what makes them happy. You know, it's art. It's got to be true. And you know, if you want to go out there and listen to the same regurgitated stuff, watch the same regurgitated stuff, it's out there. It's not easy to find it.
Then hit rewind and hit play again.
Yeah. You know, and again, like you said, you know, people change, people evolve or grow. It doesn't mean they outgrow it, but you know what? I've made this movie, or I've made this record. I've done it. You know, I don't need to repeat it. I've already done it. So let's.
See what else I can do.
Yeah, maybe later on, you know, I'll revisit it or, you know, kind of bring it into, but, you know, yeah, you should always want to grow and try new things. And
like the next Ray Fuck album, Smooth Jazz. I mean, we talked about this today, and
I've been
that's the direction we're going.
I've been working on some jazz chords on guitar, so I'm going to pitch in on that.
Yeah,
and
we're going to go from fucking goats to, you know, eating chipmunks.
Or just gently, you know, filleting goats.
Right. And we'll write a few love songs to goats instead of rape songs to goats.
Our bassist is Kenny G, and that's where we're going with.
No, but I
so
mean,
we got to find a new clarinet player.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my own personal. Like I've said to you guys before, you know, some of my favorite bands and artists and musicians are the ones where they've grown and they've progressed in one way or another. And again, I listen to many bands where you listen to all their albums, and there's that line that they kind of stick to, and that's fine.
Let's look back on music. The Beatles, they started off One Direction, and they changed quite a bit, didn't they?
I love their early. You know, their early sound was very classic 50s and 60s rock and roll.
I mean, that whole 10 years before they broke up.
Yes.
No, they went from classic, 50s cover rock and roll to trippy psychedelic music.
Yeah, and you know what?
Let's look at Metallica. What did they do? They went from pretty decent metal to shit.
Yeah.
So they've progressed right down the shitter.
You know, I'm an old school Metallica fan. I love their early work, like most people. You know, everything up to, you know, the '90s, the Black Album. They had a couple albums where they kind of got bluesy biker rock, but I love those albums honestly. And you know what? They're still great songs, and I see a lot of depth and maturity in a lot of the aspects of it. But I get why a lot of people don't like it. I get why they don't appreciate it. It's not, you know, what they first heard. Right. And
that's
you know what?
I'm not. The first impression melds into people's minds, and like that band is always going to be that. And when they change, it fucks with everyone's head, and then people start to not like it. And
exactly.
That's why there are some bands where I like their newer stuff more than their older stuff, because I like that particular sound. We all have sounds, and we all have genres that we like more.
That's why, you know, me as a filmmaker, you know, I've made 4 films thus far, and they've been completely different.
Yeah, they're all different.
I did one documentary.
Cool. That shows your range. As
mockumentary. I did a narrative film. I did an experimental film because I wanted to see what I was good at. I wanted to test the waters and see what I could do, and I also wanted to set an expectation for people that said that, you know, I'm not this filmmaker that does the same thing over and over again.
Exactly. And you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to try new things. I mean, yeah, you got to be honest with yourself. You know, are you trying new things or going in a direction because you really want to, or someone's forcing you, or you're trying to appease people?
You feel like that's what your audience wants from you?
Yeah, and you know what? If that works for you, then that's fine. But, you know, I've always respected the artist, the person that really just follows their own heart. And you know what? If you go at it and you fail and you fall flat on your face, as long as you're honest and you did your best,
pick it up and try again.
Exactly. You know, yeah. So, you know what? No one ever says anything in life is perfect. No one, you know, there's no guarantees. You just do your best and just be honest with yourself.
Yep.
And that was the second of 2 candid.
Yes.
Yes.
We may not have that segment, but it's always going to be on the show. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. We should probably get out of here. We're pressing that time button here. Again, check out Volumes No Sleep. Check out our other podcasts. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, fucking email us, make fun of us, call us. We don't care. We want to engage with you guys. And just most importantly, thanks for listening. And, you know, we do this for fun. And we appreciate all the support. And we hope that at least some portions of the show entertains you. And we'll be back. Fucking episode 14. Can't wait.
And look forward to the upcoming Rape Fuck EP that's coming out. The debut released by a fine new young band.
Oh, yeah. We're going to rape
5
fuck
songs.
5-song EP.
So you do only 5.
That's it.
Quality over quantity.
Exactly.
With that said, I'm going to 91367 your asses.